Hey you guys, it's Icy here. Last week's Love and Hip Hop was just so whack to me that I just decided by 8:30 I was like, I don't think I'm gonna go ahead and waste my time in making a review, and I didn't do it. But I hopefully will make a video tonight for tonight's episode of Love and Hip Hop, but we'll see how it goes. But I just want to mention a couple of things and say anything else that just comes out of my mouth. Jock talking about that him and Carly Red is not exclusive, so he can go out on a date with whoever he wants to. He didn't know that the date that he was going on, it was going to be a double date with not Tommy, but with Jessica Dime. But the thing is, why would he want to be going out on a double date with any of Tommy's friends when you know that you can't just be out on the street? Well, he just said that him and Carly Red is not exclusive, so he not worried about that. The Glam Shop, this girl, Sierra, how old is she? I don't know, but she got a shop that, she got her minions that work under her, and she's happy to talk about having minions. And she got this girl, Mariah, that she used to do her eyebrows ever since that girl, Mariah, was 16 years old. But from what Sierra said, that Mariah's been around her, or I guess she's talking about working at the Glam Shop for only a year and a half. When Mariah was in her confessional, she was just like, yeah, Sierra's husband, I forget, Shooter or whatever, he told me it. So everybody, I'm looking at other people's reviews. Bondi Blue, I don't know, I know Bondi Blue. First thing she says is she trying to let us know that she messing with Sierra's husband? That's what I thought too. So we'll see how that goes. But a year and a half, Sierra, and you putting your whole life into Mariah, and you letting her tell you who to hire and fire, because she even said, I only hired her because Mariah told me to. Mariah, M-O. But anyway, that the whole thing is just dumb. I mean, I was kind of weirded out. Another reason why I didn't want to make a review, it was too many new people, too many faces and names that I was just like, what's going on? Where's Jocelyn Hernandez? Where is Stevie? Where's Mimi? You know what I'm saying? They never even what happened to that girl, that lady that was with Mimi's dude, when she was on the shower rod? That dude, I forgot his name. I forgot her name too. But I liked her couple of her songs that she they were old songs, but the songs that she let us hear on Love and Hip Hop a couple of seasons ago. Was she not on it last season either? Anyway, forget that. Jasmine, she looking all sad and stuff. Don't forget the week before, she in the bed with her boyfriend and girlfriend. But now she's getting put out. She got her U-Haul boxes, and she getting put out of her apartment because Kirk ain't paying for her place no more. Now you telling all the business. I don't know why you thought Kirk was going to be coming through, and she said he not coming to see his son either. I'm being told that what's going to happen is that it's going to be a big spin on it, that it's going to be Kirk's son baby. Well, the way this show is playing out, that would be so amazing, because she sure is acting like on every episode that she's on, and she's been on every single episode this season, she has identified Father Kirk Frost as the father of her baby. So I don't know how it's going to turn out to be a whole other situation, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't know why Kirk Frost, the father, is keeping a secret for his son, or keeping a secret for anybody, letting some woman put a baby on him, giving her money, spending time. And Kirk already admitted that he had sexual relations with the girl. So I wonder how they gonna flip this story around. Jasmine, she ends up having Carly come over to her. Well, it's not her apartment anymore, because she's packing up to go, because she said nobody's listening to her cries of woe. So she, able to cry to Carly, and Carly taking it in, and she ended up taking pictures with the baby, because she supposedly, going to give the news to Rashida or whatever. But it's just stupid. Mama D, she over there trying to save the day. Don't forget, she didn't like Erica, the mother of Scrappy's child or whatever. Didn't like Erica Dixon. Didn't like, I don't know, I think she really just didn't like Erica Dixon. But she at first didn't like Bambi, but now she's supposedly liking Bambi. But Bambi is like, no, I'm tired of your son. It seemed like after they did their little engagement or whatever, things have been going downhill. Her grandmother passed away, and I'm sensitive to that subject because, you know, grandparents are very important in a child's life. I didn't have either one of my grandfathers, but I was lucky enough to have my grandmothers. And I recently, you know, 5 years is not recently, but now I don't have any grandparents at this time. So I know that it's messed up to have a man in your life and something so tragic as to you losing somebody so important in your life, and then he's not there to be there for you. And then if the shoe was on the other foot, you would be there for that person. Like, and something happened to Scrappy's mother or his grandparents or his father or something, you know, that's probably what's making Bambi so mad, because she know that she would be doing all this stuff, and then when it comes to somebody being there for her, she's not getting what she would be putting out. So it's upsetting to her. And I don't see, you know, it being a problem that she can have feelings. I mean, we all have feelings, and if that's supposed to be your man, and he able to go get on a plane, a boat, or whatever to go party with other people, Instagramming, Snapchatting, it's something wrong with him, you know. And it's something wrong with him being in a relationship with somebody, because it's not just a one way in a relationship, it's back and forth in a relationship, you know what I'm saying, to stay together anyway. But when Scrappy talked to his mom, he just was like, you know, we both emotional. He don't know if he trying to marry her. And come to find out, they end up meeting at a community center. Well, the mother had Scrappy meet her at a community center. And when they go inside the community center, his mother has his father and his stepmother and Bambi sitting, because they wanted to have like a counseling session, because his father and stepmother are both marriage counselors. It didn't work out. Even the father was like, this is what y'all do day in, day out, be arguing and stuff. And he was like, y'all gonna have to do something. And Bambi ended up walking out, even though she said that was one of her problems with Scrappy, is that when they have arguments, he always just pop up and leave or whatever. But she did the same thing. But since she mentioned the grandmother, it seemed like their relationship should be over. But she might still end up being with Scrappy. I don't know about what's going on recently in the blogs or whatever, but she might still be with Scrappy. The Glam Shop again. We met the Vietnamese lady, Lovely Mimi, and she's married with a couple kids. She loud. I don't care for the loudness. It's not like she 18 years old. This is a grown woman with 2 kids, you know, that are not infants, and she just loud. She came, I think she's from the DMV area, and her and her husband decided to move to Atlanta for a better life. And I think she had her own shop wherever they came from, but now she's working at Sierra shop, and she don't know how to be a employee. You know, if this is your shop, you could be loud talking about sex and everything while you doing nails and stuff, all loud for the other clients to hear y'all conversations. You got to have your own shop to do all that. But Lovely Mimi, by the end of the episode, she ended up quitting the job and basically ready to fight Sierra. And what happened was, Lovely Mimi has decided that, you know, she wanted to talk to Sierra because Sierra's so uptight in the shop, and maybe if they go out or something, have some drinks, they'll end up liking each other. And they go to have the drinks, and Sierra's already on beast mode, and she telling her, hey, if you're gonna be working in my shop, you're not gonna be able to be loud. You're gonna have to be, you know, my employee. You're gonna have to be my minion or whatever. And then Lovely Mimi was like, forget that. They yelled at each other, blah blah blah. But while they were there, hold up, did they go to the club twice? See, messed up. See, this is last week and I'm just talking out of my mouth. But they was at the club at some point, and Jasmine, Jessica Dime, Tommy, Mariah's friend Treasure, all these people were sitting down having a conversation, and they were talking about men's and everything. And the girl Treasure, she came to Atlanta not too long ago from Texas, and she moved down there to be with her man. But when she moved down here, she found out the dude that she was with was married. But she ain't tripping though, because he gives her all the money and stuff like that, so she don't care. And then Mariah, the assistant or whatever to Sierra at the Glam Shop, she said, yeah, I deal with married men too. It's nothing wrong with doing that. If they gonna pay all our bills and do everything they're supposed to do, I don't have to be loyal to the wife or whatever. I just got to be a whore for the dude that's giving me the money. And I was just so disappointed in Mona Scott, VH1, men, women, all these people that condone this nastiness. But it's the way of the world. Because I'm telling you, even though, you know, this is fake and all this other stuff, I'm telling you, I've seen it with my own eyes. I know it's men and women that do this threesomes, sister wives, men being married, still wanting to have other relationships. Sometimes the wife knows, sometimes the wife don't know. And it's just sad and uncouth. It's horrible. What else happened? Carly, you know, she ended up having a photo shoot with Jock, you know, being naked or whatever. He ended up apologizing a little bit. You know, he said he really didn't apologize, but it sounded like an apology, a little something, something. And, you know, he said that her JJ is not as bad as he made it out to be. And later on, Jock and Carly Red ended up talking, and he ended up revealing to her that he also had a run-in with Jasmine, slept with her, so he don't know if he the father or not, and it's because of this dimple in the chin stuff. Yeah, the episode was whack, and I'll be watching tonight. Hopefully I'll get my life, and Jocelyn and Stevie J and Mimi will be on the show tonight. I saw the it was a short video, but Jocelyn posted a video, and she looked good in the video. You know, I really didn't care for her lyrics, you know, her rapping, but it was alright, and I hope she gets nothing but better. No time for fake ones, something like that. And I think I heard Stevie J's voice in the song. But yeah, so that was my little quick sum up of Love and Hip Hop. Whack night. Still watching American Crime, and the show is so daggone good. See, somebody's about to walk by. Maybe you could even hear him. But yeah, anyway, American Crime was so good. Come to find out, Teo is dead, and the father had to look through like the police book of dead people, because I guess, you know, he didn't have nobody to identify him, but he was all beat up and everything and looking all horrible. That's how he found out that his son is gone. You know, he doesn't have a son anymore. And when he found it out, he decided to call his wife and trying to tell her, you know, that he about to come home, and the first thing she asking is, so what about Teo and stuff, and he don't want to tell her over the phone that the son is dead, murdered and all that. So he lied. But when he got on that bus, well, just before that, he ended up killing his killer. And it was who he ended up killing was the dude, the overseer at the plantation that he was working, that he's overseeing. Remember the white boy? Not remember, y'all don't know. Well, if y'all watch the show, you know what I'm talking about. But it's this white boy that he ended up beating up the previous week, and that was so horrible. But yeah, he ended up killing the dude, got his butt on the bus, about to head back to Mexico to tell his wife Anna some horrible news that their young son, you know, was murdered. The Underground. I love The Underground. I think this is the 3rd episode that we watched, and this week will be the 4th episode. Rosalie is doing her thing. She's pregnant with Noah's baby. Kato, you know, he came in this last episode, and he's basically rich, you know. I think he's like some kind of artist or whatever, and he's doing his thing. I still don't know if I hate him or, you know, I have any kind of love for this dude. But when he left that dude behind, like when he ended up injuring the dude so that that dude could get so that dude can get caught before him, I thought that was horrible. But hey, it was all about survival, I guess. I don't know. Now somebody else is walking down the street. Anything else that I want to talk about? Dang, he got all his hair. Dang, I was getting ready to move the camera, but he got all his hair in his face. I wonder why. But anyway, anything else? Still watching Hip Hop Squares. I'm gonna check out Family Hustle. They say that this is the last season, and Tiny and T.I., they going through their marital problems. Anything else? Oh, I saw that movie, The 33, about them Chilean gold miners that was stuck in the mine for 2 months or longer or whatever, 69 days. I did not like the part where we know that this man was leaving out of his house to go work in the mines he was leaving out his mistress' place, but his wife that lived right across the way or whatever, she was giving him breakfast in the morning. And everybody is like, you know, how did you get this going? Like, how'd you end up having 2 women? And he was all like, everybody wants to be like me. But while he was stuck in there for the couple of months, the wife, you know, she's on top, like getting the mistress put out of the common area where all the families are waiting for the, you know, their family to come from underground. And she would, you know, since she the wife, she was getting the mistress put out. And when, you know, after they end up getting clothes, getting food, getting access to talk to the people, I guess he ended up choosing his wife over the mistress, and the wife was upset, and she ended up deciding to leave her husband. Finally, you know, even though, like, when you found out that your husband was going over to the mistress' place, and you know that he's sleeping with her and stuff, you should have been already divorcing him, getting your spousal support, but you was still trying to be with him when you know that he's with another woman. So the wife was stupid. The mistress ended up winning in the end. Maybe she didn't want, you know, want the mistress to win, but she ended up winning anyway. So yeah. I don't know, I just felt like getting on camera in the daylight, because, you know, Love and Hip Hop comes on at night, so I never get a chance to do a video in the daytime. So yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and throw this up there and check you later. Peace out. Love and Hip Hop, American Crime, Underground, the 33.